have to win games like this. Leicester didn't create enough in the first half, and that's clearly been noted by Willie Kirk, and there will be changes here for the second half. Those changes are coming up. It will be Jutta Rantzela, the Finnish international, who will be introduced, and we are also about to see Deanne Rose. So two pretty attacking changes. It may even be a third change as well, is it?
Substitution for Leicester City.
We're also going to see Hannah Kane.
Number 21, Hannah Kane.
Well, Missy Goodwin removed, struggled to get into the game in the first half. And so Hannah Kane comes on in her place. Shannon O'Brien is replaced by Deanne Rose. And here's the third change. Jutta Rantzela onto the pitch, and it's, well, perhaps a surprise. Janice Kaiman, one of the more experienced players, the former Lyon star, has been replaced at half-time. Well, we'll see if those changes make much of an impact for Leicester, who didn't have a shot on goal in the first half, or a shot on target, I should say, to be more specific. Back underway then for the second half. Leicester who gets us started here in this game against Manchester United. And Tierney will look for a ball out towards the right-hand side, but it's instantly won back by Manchester United here. There was a flurry at the end of the first half from Manchester United, plenty of good chances, including their best of that first half. Hinata Miyazawa with an effort onto the crossbar. Leicester have been a second-half team, though. They have done their damage in the second half of matches across the season. Well, lots of other games for you on the FA Player today. Manchester City also fighting hard at the top of the table, facing Bristol City, 1 goal to the good there. You can catch that one with us. As well as the game in the Women's Championship later on today, 45 minutes for that one to kick off, Watford against Lewis. And then later on today on the FA Player, we've also got Brighton against Tottenham Hotspur. That one kicks off at 4. Howard with the clearance forwards. And Leicester trying to find some room here on the left-hand side. First meaningful touch for Deanne Rose. Still forcing her way back to fitness after missing a chunk of last season with injury. She does have a point to prove. Willie Kirk expecting to see the best of her a bit deeper into the season. She's conceded a free kick here. Clear instructions from Mary Earps. Won by Nikita Paris, and here is Zellum. Anna Peterman was trying to win the ball, couldn't get there. Loose pass by Hannah Blundell. And Leicester charge forward. Look at the blue shirts. They are so aggressive with the way that they play, even though they're playing here against Manchester United. They're into a crossing position here. Low delivery into the area. And Riviera gets pretty lucky. She gets a second chance to make the clearance, which eventually she does smash away. Still waiting for that first shot on target from Leicester. Leipzig fairly far from home. Finds Rose here. Now Nevin on a yellow card from the first half. Here is Howard looking for Peterman, who finds the flick on. Whelan was away there. It was a brilliant move by Leicester, but they just failed to execute. Well, Manchester United are going to have to be careful with Lena Peterman dropping into these deeper areas of the pitch and then creating that space in behind. Well, Skinner's side yet to get going really in the second half. Kane's touch into midfield. All the way back here with Howard. And Leipzig again looks left. Nice touch from Nevin. Good recovery by Riviera. Now Rafinha Garcia thought about the pass, decided to keep hold of the ball and kept hold of it a bit too long, ran into Tierney, and Tierney wins the free kick. Just that moment of hesitation that allowed Tierney the chance to grab the ball back. And then Peterman is in an offside position. And she gets a yellow card as well for kicking the ball away. Well, we've seen some pretty unusual decisions in the Women's Super League, it has to be said, since the start of the season. Was she trying to waste time there, Lena Peterman? It'll only really be a decision that gets called into question if she goes on to get another yellow card. It's all rather ridiculous last time out between Chelsea and Manchester City, of course, in the Women's Super League. Referee was trying to play the advantage. The whistle came a bit late there. Challenge is penalised. Nikita Paris looking slightly frustrated. Not the first time that she's had treatment like this in the game. Yet to see much from Manchester United in the second half. They will look to change that here. Maya Letizia making plans. Lifts one to the back of the area. And it's turned away by Tierney. Back in by Riviera. And Tierney again is the one to meet it. Nikita Paris brought down from behind. CJ Bott this time. And this time there will be a yellow card. Clever turn here. Drop of the shoulder by Nikita Paris. Looks really sharp. Certainly fooled CJ Bott. Katie Zelem lining this one up. Might be a bit too far away for her to go from goal here, especially with Janina Leipzig being the goalkeeper. Zelem is wasteful as she sends that one over the top of the crossbar. Well, Manchester United have really nice run of fixtures, and it's a run of fixtures which they can certainly look to take advantage of as they try to keep pace with those at the top. And those good fixtures start here. Yes, there's PSG in midweek, but after the PSG game, it's Everton, Brighton, and then West Ham. But they are struggling here to break Leicester City down. Willie Kirk's side proving to be pretty resilient. Good pressure by Garcia. Steals possession, races into the penalty area here, has a quick look up. And there's nobody there to meet the cross. Well, she did superbly well to take the ball off of Josie Green. But everybody made the run into the 6-yard box. Garcia with the cutback and nobody there waiting. Wonderful burst, had a look up as well. Nikita Paris hovering around, but she just makes that move. And they're not quite on the same wavelength. No chance for United, no trouble for Leicester. Might be some trouble for Manchester United here, as Whelan holds the ball up, tries to bring Kane into play. Good recovery by the Manchester United defence. Kane runs into a wall of red in the shape of Blundell. And then goes sliding in to win the ball back. And she will be the latest here to go into the book, I think. Yellow card for Hannah Kane, the substitute. Well, they're going to have to be careful here, Leicester. They've got Nevin, Bott, Peterman and now Kane all in the book. Changes are incoming here for Manchester United. Mark Skinner feeling that something had to be done here. Leicester have started the second half and they have been very difficult to break down, and it will be a triple change for United as well. Toon, Goldson and Williams all coming onto the field.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Well, Malvin Malard is the first to be removed. The French international looked bright in the first half. We've not really seen too much of her in the second. And it's Ella Toon who's on to try and make an impact here. Hayley Ladd also off of the pitch. And Rachel Williams, who scored such a vital goal on the first day of the season against Aston Villa, comes on to see if she can create some more magic here. And Leah Goldson on to replace Lucia Garcia. Might be slightly disappointed there, Lucia Garcia, after perhaps being one of the better performers in the attacking third here for Manchester United. But Leah Goldson provides a very different sort of threat. Direct running and a real eye for goal. And Manchester United certainly need a moment of magic here, because it's been lacking so far, especially in the second half. Well, it's a late challenge on Jutta Ransola. And the Finnish international certainly feeling the effects of that one as she goes down. Unable to turn inside her own half. And now Manchester United receiving the yellow cards. Well, here's the challenge. And it was pretty late from Katie Zellum. Captain is booked. Howard with the ball up into midfield. Ransola again being pursued by Katie Zellum. Hinata Miyazawa then overcooks the pass. Here comes Kane. Did have Whelan ahead of her, but she wasn't able to make it. Well, she was able to win the foul, but she couldn't get beyond Hannah Blundell. did pretty well here because it looked as though she'd lost possession, but she was just tugged as she spun away. And these are the kind of moments where Leicester will be looking to take advantage. They haven't created many chances in the game. Well, it will drop pretty kindly here, and Leicester have managed from the free kick to squeeze the ball into the back of the net. Whelan is there with a really clever finish, and Manchester United have been punished for not clearing the ball away. Well, it looked as though the threat had been dealt with here from the free kick, but it dropped ever so kindly here for Aileen Whelan. Nobody marking her at the back of the penalty area. And Mary Earps couldn't stop that. What a finish. Some goal. Well, Leicester are looking to keep their 100% record alive. But I don't think there would have been too many people with them facing Manchester United here, expecting them to get the win. But with half an hour to go, it's Leicester who leads. Well, by my numbers, that's their first shot on target in the game. United made changes just before the goal came. Here's one of them, Goulton, trying to feed it through towards Ella Toon, who couldn't bring under control, not with CJ Bott around. Well, CJ Bott here not so happy with the decision of the referee. There was a real scrap for the ball. And the throw-in has been given here to Manchester United. Well, free kick, sorry, rather than a throw-in. And Zellum is the one who is behind it. Zellum, punched away by Janina Leipzig, and it just wouldn't sit down in there for Rachel Williams. And it's brought away by Deanne Rose. Leicester on the break again. That could be a brilliant ball from Jutta Rantzela. Kane has managed to get there. She's all on her own though, Kane. Nobody in the middle to meet the ball. Rantzela did well to find Kane. Might have been a better idea here to wait for support. She'd held the ball up for just an extra second or two. Maybe Rantzela would have been able to get into a better position. Well, it's a difficult spell here for Manchester United. But they have had to fight back from positions like this already this season. Their resolve was tested in the week in the Champions League against PSG. They came back with an equaliser there. Against Aston Villa as well. They had to fight pretty hard to snatch all 3 points in their first match of the season. And they are going to need some fight here against one of the more scrappy sides in the division, Leicester, under Willie Kirk. Letitia goes route one. It drops for Howard, who very nearly gave it away to Williams. Elena Peterman tries to get control here for Leicester. Deanne Rose looking to attack Riviera, taking no risks, goes back towards Mary Earps. And there, well, are more problems here for Manchester United. Riviera just slipping as she's gone down. They've already had to make an enforced change with Gabby George in the first half picking up what looked like a really bad injury. It may not be the case, but it didn't look great. I don't think this is cramp. Ella Toon's come across to help her stretch this one out, but just watch the way she slips. Well, whilst Manchester United give some treatment to Riviera, let's have a look back at the Leicester City goal. Manchester United must have thought they'd got this one away. Turner's header, though, dropped straight into the path of Aileen Whelan, who was so calm and was so clinical with the finish. Takes something special to beat Mary Earps, the Golden Glove winner at this summer's World Cup. But it was a brilliant strike from Aileen Whelan, and it's the goal that separates the two sides here. We are back underway, and Toon dropping deep. Tries to find some room here for Manchester United, who are being pursued relentlessly by Leicester. Willie Kirk said over the summer when I spoke to him that they'd really just spent those summer months focusing on themselves, not really thinking that much about the opposition. And it seems to be making a really big difference here. Leicester so well coordinated so far in this performance. Nikita Paris now with a crossing opportunity, delivered low, looking for Leah Galton. It was a brilliant pass. And it's one that has been sent wide here. Galton looking for the chance to get in between the two defenders, but she just couldn't quite reach the ball. Manchester United corner. Here comes the response. 25 minutes to go in the game. Zellum whips one in, and Manchester United are level. Letizia attacks the header and directs it towards that far corner. Brilliantly worked by Manchester United. It's Manchester United 1, Leicester 1. What a fabulous delivery here by Katie Zellum. Whipped in the ball with real pace. And Letizia made the run and wasn't tracked by Courtney Nevin. There was nobody on that far post. And the header brings the game all square. Well, it will be relief for Manchester United fans, as Maya Letizia grabs the equalising goal to cancel out the initial strike from Aileen Whelan. Peterman dispossessed by Zellum. And now Rose. Again tangling with Riviera. She came off of the field just moments ago with that injury. Looked to be okay, but that collision has sent her to the ground. Manchester United need to get the ball out of play here. Well, the referee stops proceedings. And Riviera will surely have to come off here, which will be really bad news for Manchester United. They've added depth this season, plenty of players on the bench who can be difference makers. Here's the challenge here with Rose. I don't think there can be any blame of Rose. Again, it's the awkward fall, and she was already in trouble. Well, she's back up here, and it would be almost unbelievable to me if Riviera were to continue. Well, she's some tough cookie. Back up, and we're back underway. And now United have problems on the opposite side. Well, Manchester United thought there was an intensity about the midweek match in the Champions League qualification match with PSG. Leicester are certainly providing an intense level here as they try to compete toe-to-toe with the side that finished second in the Women's Super League last season. Well, Leicester have a corner. And here they come looking to add another. And Peterman scored a bullet header against Bristol City on the opening day from a corner. Will be the most likely target, you would imagine. Howard is also forward. Bobbing around in there is Tierney. Pressure on here for Manchester United as the corner comes in. And, well, the target was Peterman, but the ball never reaches. Howard back into the box. Away by Turner. Well, elsewhere in the Women's Super League, Manchester City are currently ahead in their game against Bristol City. Perhaps no surprise, but they are leading by 2-0. Jill Raw, who is such a superb signing, back in the Super League. And Leah Alexandri as well with the goals. Well, it's another yellow card for Leicester, this time for Tierney. Nikita Paris has had some pretty rough treatment in the game. And Leicester have a fair few yellow cards. I count 5. Letitia, the goal scorer, who got Manchester United back in the game, trying to provide something. It's hooked away, though, by CJ Bott. Galton trying to flick on. Well, if Manchester United were hoping for an easy ride before their Champions League game against PSG, they certainly haven't been given one here by Leicester City. As it stands, Leicester's unbeaten run is still intact. This would be the first time they've dropped points, though. When you consider Manchester United beat them 5-1 in this fixture last season, well, we've seen some improvement, although the job isn't done yet. Manchester United pushing, Toon trying to find a way through. Loses possession, and now Rose is away. Rose here for Leicester with a chance to strike. Brilliant challenge by Riviera. Rose still with possession. Tierney through and into the box, and then Lena Peterman brings out the best from England's #1. At full stretch, Mary Earps makes a brilliant stop. Well, Lena Peterman has been in excellent form since her arrival in the Super League, looking to make it 3 goals in 3 games, but Mary Earps had different ideas. Wonderful save. Another Leicester corner. In towards the front post this time. Zellum was there to make the header. Howard flicks on. And it's cleared away by Toon. And now the Manchester United players can break. And just look at them sprinting forward here. And it's a wasted opportunity. Hinata Miyazawa doesn't really connect. And Leicester able to get the ball back. Well, this is a thoroughly entertaining game. One that you just can't take your eye off. It was a really interesting comment last season from Sophie Howard, saying that there had been a shift in mindset at the club since Willie Kirk came in, and that the players don't go out trying to lose anymore. They are looking to find ways to win. And that has been the case since they've got the goal in this game. And even though Maya Letizia managed to get a goal back for Manchester United, Leicester are pushing and pushing for a winner.
Substitution for Manchester United, replacing number 14, Jade Riviera.
Well, this substitution had to happen. Riviera, who has twice been down injured, finally off of the field here. And it's Gemma Evans who comes on in her place. Remarkable, really, that she was able to stay in the game for so long. I don't think it was a change that Manchester United wanted to make. It would be very surprising to see Riviera, I think, for the Champions League game coming up against PSG. Willie Kirk there will be absolutely delighted if Leicester can get a point here. Although he's not the kind of man that believes in playing for a point. Leicester are pushing. We're back underway. And Josie Green, who's received some attention, is ready to go. And Tierney hooks the ball across towards Rose, who Leicester are looking for time and time again when they're on the attack. And Hannah Blundell, who started the game on the right-hand side of defence, then moved to the left-hand side when Gabby George came off, has now moved back across to the right-hand side and has switched with Gemma Evans, who's just come on. Leah Galton passes the ball back, and Manchester United will try and open up the shape of the Leicester midfield by playing the ball back towards the halfway line. In this system, Lena Peterman has to do so much running as the only striker. And credit to her, she doesn't really stop. Turner has found Toon. Not really been able to get into the game too much since coming on in the second half. 13 minutes to go. Here's Zellum. Didn't put enough on the pass. Leicester waste it though. Need to do better when they have possession. Nikita Paris skillfully turns away from two challenges. Wins the tackle as well with Jutta Rantzela. Well, in terms of fight and endeavour, you really can't criticise Nikita Paris. She's been absolutely superb in this game. Full of energy. Now Letizia does have this brilliant range of passing. Picks out Blundell, who in turn finds Williams. Back to Blundell. Blundell's first time delivery headed away by Howard. Goldson can't bring under control, and Kane comes back to help out. Well, it was really nicely worked on this right-hand side by United, who've kept the ball in play here as they tried to keep the pressure on. Zellum. Miyazawa feeds it forwards. Paris can't turn. United really looking to test Leicester here. Galton's ball over hit, kept in play here by Blundell. Hinata Miyazawa. In it goes from Letizia. Galton's header, Janina Leicester comes to punch away, and again a big collision inside the penalty area, and the referee will have to stop the game here because of the protocol surrounding head injuries. Smart thinking by Sophie Howard, who very quickly came across to double check on whether the players were all okay. Laetitia onto Galton, and it's in here where Paris collides with the punch of Leipzig that there is an issue. Well, hopefully everybody's okay. It does look as though the goalkeeper, Janina Leipzig, has unfortunately been caught square in the face. I don't think there was ever any question that Janina Leipzig would pull out of that punch away. She has again been crucial here for Leicester. There were clubs in the summer that came in and offered more money for Janina Leipzig, but she has really found a home here at Leicester, really believes in the programme and the setup here under Willie Kirk. Not for the first time in this second half, Josie Green again speaking to the physio staff. Have to be careful now, of course, because of concussion. 10 minutes to go. And Willie Kirk deep in thought, having to discuss the what-ifs, the what-nexts. One thing they do have this season is options from the bench. Leicester were pretty busy in the transfer market in the summer. Made some really decent additions. Mark Skinner has made his changes. And there he is. This wouldn't be a disaster if his side were to get just a point here against Leicester. But it would certainly be a big blow, especially given that Chelsea have found their winning groove and Sam Kerr is back in the goals. And especially given that they have already dropped points in the game against Arsenal. And especially given that Manchester City are running riot elsewhere against Bristol City. Not even half-time and they are 4 goals ahead. Good news that everybody is back up onto their feet. Does look as though Josie Green has come off the worst of the two. And Sophie Howard, I think, just letting Janina Leipzig know that well, possibly there was something on her tooth. Nice support within the Leicester camp. And for now, Leicester are down to 10 players. What this also means is we're going to have another chunk of injury time at the end of the second half, just as we did at the end of the first. And it was rather frantic at the end of the first half. That was when Miyazawa struck the crossbar. Leicester are going to be forced into a change here. It's Julie Thibault who is about to come on to replace Josie Green. One of this summer's signings comes onto the pitch for the final 8 minutes. The challenge for her is to try and get up to the speed of the game as quickly as possible, but she's a French international with plenty of experience. And Leicester quite sensibly give her the first touch as we get back underway. Well, it's another touch for Thibault here. Well, if you're a fan of either Manchester United or Leicester, I can't lie to you, it's going to be a pretty nervy affair from here on in. Into the final 7 minutes of the game, expect plenty of additional time as well. Last season we saw Aston Villa all of a sudden become a side who could compete with the top 4 in the division. And based on today's performance and their results so far, I think you can add Leicester to the teams that are able to compete with the likes of Chelsea, Manchester City and Arsenal at the top of the table. Leah Galton. Wide it goes to Gemma Evans. Well, there is certainly a pantomime feeling about the stadium. Kane is the latest one to go down here. Evans here trying to play the ball into the area, smashes it into Kane, who instantly went down. Trouble is, you can't waste time anymore. With the new regulations, the time will certainly get added to the end of the game. Evans trying to turn, not given the chance to do that. All hands on deck here for Leicester, who do manage to win the throw-in. And I'm not sure that Hannah Kane is okay here. Skips away, but still looks to be in a bit of pain. And she's fallen pretty awkwardly there, Kane. Only returned last season after a pretty horrendous injury. Worth keeping an eye on her. Juttarantila, I think, could be a real player for Leicester. In a tight spot, manages to win the throw-in. Rose manages to get away from the challenge of Blundell, but she's straight back into position. She's really had the measure of Rose since she came on. Leicester brought her on at half-time in an attempt to try and create some chances. They still haven't created many, but crucially, they created the chance that mattered, the goal for Aileen Whelan to put them ahead. Well, when a team play like Leicester, when they close down, when they stay in shape, when they try and make it really awkward for the opposition by fronting them up, at some stage, you expect all of that energy to drop. You can't always maintain it for the full match, but the thing about Leicester is they are so incredibly fit. They've worked all summer to be able to play like this. They will match you up all the way through to the 90th minute and beyond. And that's what they're going to have to do here. Does someone have the character to find the breakthrough goal here, the winning goal? Bott's header. Kane racing after it. Rantzler couldn't get there. Then a Peterman can. Kane with the first-time pass. And Rantzler tries to feed it back. Here is Katie Zellum. Tidies things up for Manchester United, who are forced backwards here. And Leicester continue to push from the front. Miyazawa. And space here for Paris. Well, it had to be perfectly timed. And Sophie Howard, who's had a hell of a game, came across and made the perfect challenge. Here's Nikita Paris. Swings in the delivery. And it's headed away by Leicester. Thibault is there, helped on by Tierney. And now it's a foot race. And Leticia gets there first. Anna Blundell. On towards Paris. Brilliantly spotted by Nevin, who came back to intercept the pass. That was rather risky, but Nevin is there. There's the ball in behind. Then Peterman has a glance across, was looking for the flag. I think Mary Earps was always getting there first. She makes the clearance. Kane, hooked away by CJ Bott. Picked up by Williams. Zellum not hanging around. Here is Galton in space. Leah Galton trying to work the room for the shot. It may drop here for Hannah Blundell. Hannah Blundell perhaps should have done more. Fires the effort straight at the goalkeeper, Janina Leicester. Either side here, and it could have been a different story. But you feel she should have worked Janina Leicester a lot more. They won't get too many chances like that, Manchester United, between now and the end of the game. But we can expect plenty of additional time. We've had a fair few stoppages, to say the least.
The referee has indicated a minimum of 10 minutes of added time.
And there we go. An extra 10 minutes at least at the end of this game. Well, Manchester United fans have become used to drama this season. Late goals in the game against Aston Villa. A late equaliser for Arsenal in their match in the Super League that finished 2-2. And a late-ish goal too against PSG in the Champions League to draw them level in midweek. It's always edge-of-your-seat stuff with Manchester United this season. So at least you could say it's something they're used to. Peterman with a flick to Rose, who's there. Whelan just trying to calm things down ever so slightly. We haven't seen many moments of calm in this game. Zellum's ball, headed away by Howard. And now off they go. Leicester breaking. Peterman waiting in the middle for the delivery. Kane with the ball over the head of Peterman and swept away by Hannah Blundell. Now Leah Galton carries away for Manchester United. Well, all a bit of a mess in the middle. The referee is happy for play to continue. Hannah Blundell. Hinata Miyazawa may look back on that missed opportunity in the first half and wonder what might have been when she crashed the ball against the crossbar. Well, Janina Leicester is going to have to be careful here because we've already seen the way that the referees have behaved this season. Could so easily be another yellow card. Leicester are making a change. Danny Draper onto the pitch. Lena Peterman hasn't really been able to get into the game. First WSL match that she hasn't scored in since her arrival. But she has been full of running, always putting the Manchester United defence under pressure. And she looks like a really good signing for Leicester over the course of the campaign. I'm sure she'll be excellent. And Danny Draper just providing some fresh legs here. Rantalar can't get there. Here is Leah Galton. Now Zellum. Turner under pressure. Takes the safe option, goes all the way back. Earps quickly to Laetitia. Lifts one over the top. Well, it looked as though Thibault was about to miss it, but she did well to improvise. Use the chest, came across. One back by Laetitia. Blundell. Galton. And Miyazawa with a pass. Expecting somebody to be there, but there was nobody in the space, hadn't had a look before. Rachel Williams, well known for providing late moments, and how Manchester United could do with one here. Time evaporating and quickly. 4.5 to go. Here is Ella Toon. Has been struggling for form of late. Can she create something here for Manchester United? Howard's header has conceded the corner. Well, talk about tense. Manchester United deliver, and they get the touch, but the touch wasn't enough. You saw the big leap in the middle. Evans and Galton both rising. And Galton was there and got the touch. Well, the numbers keep on rising for Manchester United. This team are catching the imagination of the fans in the local area. Manchester United, though, haven't been able to find that second goal here. Here is Rose, protecting the ball well. And she keeps on going here, forcing her way into an attacking position. Danny Draper sliding in, concedes the throw in here. Blundell quick to take it, finding Zellum. Zellum with a big up and under. Well, Leicester have got a really tough run of fixtures coming up. In the next 4, they face Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal as well. And, well, that's a pretty tough run. And what today perhaps teaches them is that they are more than capable of cutting it with the top sides in the division. They're certainly going to have to over the course of the next month. Free kick here. Galton shoved by Howard, who was a bit too enthusiastic. 1.5 minutes to go here. Is this the moment for Manchester United where they find that goal that will secure them all 3 points? They have pulled themselves level. Zellum, good-looking ball. Well, it looked destined to find the back of the net. And Janina Leicester will count herself pretty lucky that she was able to grab hold. Wonderful ball in by Zellum. I thought this was the moment. Paris denied. United again pushing pretty hard. They've had their chances in this game. Galton with another chance to deliver. Will come all the way through here to Blundell, and Rose does enough. 40 seconds of the game to go. Well, this would be dramatic if United were to get something here. Zellum's ball is a good one, and it's nodded over the top of the bar. Well, we've seen Rachel Williams pop up with dramatic moments, killer moments for Manchester United, time and time again. Couldn't keep the header down this time, though. It's all eyes on the referee now. Nikita Paris may just be wondering what might have been had she scored that header just moments ago. Hooked away by Leticia. Leicester still trying with everything they've got to hold their shape, to keep Manchester United at bay. And they've done it. Leicester City managed to hold on. They maintained their unbeaten run at the start of the Women's Super League season. Manchester United, well, they remain unbeaten as well, but they will see this as dropped points in their challenge to stay in the top 3 in the Women's Super League. The goal from Aileen Whelan looked as though it had set Leicester City on track and on course for another 3 points. Leticia responded with a big header.